Guys, we've not gone crazy. Can rubbing your nails together actually make you grow your hair back? The answer is coming right up. Hey guys, Leon here and welcome to the hairguard.com YouTube channel. On this channel we do tons of science-backed videos all about how you can combat hair loss and regrow natural, amazing looking, healthy hair. If you do want updating on any of the latest hair loss news or any breakthroughs that we find out about, then do make sure to hit subscribe. And guys, if you're watching this video on nail rubbing because you're personally worried about your hair loss, then what you can do is click the link in the description to take the HairGuard hair loss quiz. You'll answer a few short and simple questions about yourself and your hair loss, and you'll receive free, personalized, expert advice on how to regrow healthy hair. So, what is nail rubbing? Well, it's exactly what it says on the tin. You take both hands, bend the fingers so that they face each other like this, and then rub them against each other. Seriously, it does sound crazy. Guys, what do you really think? Do you think this is going to work? Let us know in the comments below and let me know if it's worked for your hair. But we're going to review it properly now. Now, you're supposed to do this for 5 to 10 minutes daily, and to keep on doing it for at least a few months before you start seeing results. It's believed to work against various kinds of hair problems, including male and female pattern hair loss, as well as alopecia areata. It is also said to restore the pigment of greying hair, as well as invigorate dull and otherwise unhealthy looking hair. Now, nail rubbing is based on an ancient Indian practice known as Balayam yoga and goes back thousands of years, though nobody knows exactly how long. It's popular to this day in India, and with the internet is starting to gain a following in other countries as well. Now, a word of caution before we move on: practitioners of nail rubbing generally warn against its use by pregnant women or people with high blood pressure. They also stress the importance of getting the technique right, otherwise you might grow new hair on other parts of your body other than your head where you really want it. And guys, I don't think anybody would like to end up with a hairy back or hairy shoulders. Now let's look at the science behind nail rubbing. Should come as no surprise that there have been exactly 0 scientific studies on nail rubbing, so we have no hard data to rely on. Having said that, it also shouldn't surprise us that the proponents of nail rubbing all agree that the practice does have a solid scientific foundation. Having said that, the problem is that they don't seem to agree with each other on what this might even be. Some say that the nails stimulate stem cells in the hair follicles, and these stem cells cause the follicle to regenerate. Others say that it increases blood flow and circulation to the follicles, and this delivers nutrients necessary for growth. But the consensus seems to be that nails do communicate with the follicles on your scalp, akin to how reflexology practitioners say that the nerve endings in your hands and your feet communicate with distant parts of the body. Now guys, on this channel we approach hair loss in a spirit of open-mindedness. This is why you will see us cover all sorts of diverse approaches to hair loss. These range from traditional folk medicines to FDA-approved medications, state-of-the-art experimental compounds, as well as novel treatments that have become popular with the online hair loss community. But guys, we do marry this open-mindedness with healthy skepticism, and above all, rationality. And it is in this rational, skeptic spirit that I can look you in the eyes and tell you that rubbing your nails is as scientifically plausible as asking Santa Claus to bring you home hair for Christmas. Guys, fingernails are made up primarily of keratin. They have no nerve endings and are for all practical purposes dead, just like your hair. They don't communicate or interact with anything else in your body, which is why it doesn't hurt when you cut them, or do anything to them for that matter. Think about it rationally. If your nails were really connected to your hair follicles or any other part of your body, then wouldn't you have to be extra careful when you cut them every couple of weeks? What about in the case of women when you went to the nail salon? All that forceful filing of the nails and shining and painting the fake nails, wouldn't at least some of that be damaging to women's hair? But it doesn't, because nails are dead, and even if you take a pair of pliers and pull them out completely, it won't have any effect on your hair. Now, having said that, does this mean that people who meticulously rub their nails every day don't see any hair growth at all? Well, that's probably not the case either. I would actually be very surprised if at least some significant percentage of nail rubbers didn't see results. Though I wouldn't expect these results to be dramatic. Guys, I want you to look at this table from a recent placebo-controlled trial of minoxidil for the treatment of female pattern hair loss. You can also find the links to this study in the description below. The women in this study were treated topically with 5% minoxidil, 2% minoxidil or placebo for 11 months. Now, minoxidil is an FDA-approved, tried and tested medication for male pattern and female pattern baldness, sold under the name Rogaine among many others. Now guys, the placebo in this study was an inert liquid without minoxidil or any other active ingredients. It had about as much biological effect on hair growth as tap water. Now, the table on your screen shows the results of the women in the 3 groups after 11 months. Take a moment and pause this video if necessary to study the table. Guys, as you can see, women in the placebo-treated group actually regrew non-vellus or terminal hair, even though they were only taking placebo. This was assessed through photography and meticulous counting on the hairs. So, it is an absolutely objective measure. They did grow some hair back. Furthermore, both the patients and the medical doctors who were evaluating these placebo-treated patients agreed that the treatment offered substantial benefit even though they were receiving placebo. And these women knew that there was a 1 in 3 chance that they were receiving placebo, as did their treating doctors. We can only imagine how much stronger the effect would have been had these women not been informed of the possibility that they might be receiving placebo. The problem with this is that it would not be ethical, and no institutional review board would approve a study that involved this kind of deception. Guys, this is just one random study that we selected out of many studies that have been done in the area. The placebo effect is for real, and it's definitely for real when it comes to hair loss treatments, which is why large, well-funded studies like this one use a placebo arm. And it's also why we can say with confidence that if you were truly convinced that rubbing your nails will work for you, there is a chance that it will. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you're worried about your hair loss, don't forget to click the link in the description to take the HairGuard hair loss quiz, where you'll get free expert advice on how to regrow healthy hair. And guys, don't forget to let us know in the comments, what do you think of nail rubbing? Has the internet gone crazy? Obviously it has, but we just want to hear your opinion. See you guys in the next video.